you'd be getting into like the fees and the institutional costs. I think the question dealing with the cost of faculty, resources, that sort of thing, that really is very situational.
And you do get better.
Yes.
I mean, this is a voluntary process.
Yeah.
So if you decide to enter this process, it will cost you money, but you will be better at the end. I mean, you know, I was a mentor to many schools before I took this job, and there's no doubt the feelings of the schools that go through this process say this was actually an extremely valuable process because we are so much better than we were when we started. So.
Yes.
I'm from the University of the East in Manila. I just want to be clarified on the alignment plan that was mentioned a while ago. What are the issues that we need to address in this alignment plan? I just want to make sure that we are not confused between this alignment plan and strategic plan. So what are the details under this alignment plan?
The alignment plan is your situation today, or when you write it, with regards to the standards, the 21 standards, AACSB standards. So this is the strategic plan is, I mean, that's a strategic plan is a plan you put forward. It doesn't have a prescribed format. I mean, you have mission, vision, whatever you have, of goals, objectives. But the alignment plan is your alignment with the standards. For example, if you took the standard on faculty, say we'll go to standard 10, which is on qualifications, then you would actually count the number of academically qualified faculty and professionally qualified faculty, and you would say, how far are we away from meeting that standard? But what I think everybody must understand is in reality, or in theory, the alignment plan is the beginning of your self-evaluation report. You should not have to rewrite once you get to the self-evaluation report, because the alignment plan is a basis for that report. Because when you go through that plan, you probably find you already meet, say, you could meet 50%, you could meet 70% or 80% of the standards today. But it's the ones where you don't meet that you have to put a plan together for. Okay, so write it almost as if you're writing a self-evaluation report. So
the two major challenges, one is the faculty deployment, having the credentials, which may or may not require additional faculty resources, as was mentioned here. The other one is the assurance of learning process. You really have to have that implemented, and key to that is showing how you have used the process to change and improve the learning environment for your students. And that's simple to describe, but much more difficult to implement. And that's, right now, many schools, many accredited schools have been getting a 60 review, we call it, because they haven't really grasped that yet. And
just one more thing. There is an example of an alignment plan on the website. It's actually called an accreditation plan because we've just changed the name, but we'll get the name changed on the web. But there's an example, a very good example, and actually it's not an American example, so that's good.
With an accrediting institution in the States, because in the Philippines, our setup is also similarly located. I mean, the schools, the higher educational institutions are actually affiliated or accredited with at least 4 accredited bodies, and we go through the process. And of course, we know that there is this benefit of accreditation from an international accreditation body. We think about the accreditation of higher educational institutions. So my question is, where you earlier affiliated with other, romance can last, and it may be the part.
So, but the key there is that organization accredits the institution, not specific programs. So, as a business school, business programs, HSB is specifically focusing on. So, not the English department, not the engineering school, not the medical school. They have separate accreditation bodies. But this university is accredited by a regional.
Not quite. I'm not sure I understood the question exactly.
I was checking if you, the schools which you represent, actually were also accredited earlier by other accrediting bodies. Because in the Philippines, we do have at least 4 accrediting bodies, from Catholic schools to schools to state universities and other local state universities. So, at the moment, for example, our school is accredited with 5. We worked for several years and we maintained this accreditation, having reached at least level 3 status, and we're actually moving towards level 4 if that is permissible, if that is doable. But we also realized that to be accredited with something like this body is really very good, because it will give us the benefits of globalization and all that. But what I'm saying is what is it for us really if we move into this accreditation?
In the documentation, you can discuss other accreditations that you have, but there is no mechanism to sort of get credit for that with respect to AACSB's 21 standards. You have to be, as I said earlier, legally approved to deliver degrees in your own area, region, however it is done in this country. But any other accreditation you might have, there's no trading value, as it were, with it, if you see what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, certainly maybe the stuff you've done for that accrediting body might be worth it, but I would not be a good idea to sort of cut and paste.